Hey guys, welcome back to another video in this channel where we're going to be rating the Liga NOS 2020-21 football shirts, the home, the away and the third for most teams who did release a third, because not every team does release a third kit. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. It did take a long time to do. It's going to take a long time to do. If you guys could smash the 20 likes in this video, that would be much appreciated. Go check out our Depop and our eBay, also our Instagram, where we sell all our football shirts, all authentic, perfect to add to your collection. We also sell mystery football shirts that will not disappoint, so make sure to go check out. We've got over 300 5-star reviews, so make sure to go check it out. You won't be disappointed. And yeah, let's get into it. Make sure to check our socials. That'd be much appreciated. Will help us out a lot. And yeah, if you guys like any other video like this in the future for any other leagues, make sure to comment down below. That'd be much appreciated. Yeah, we could do any other leagues. We're going to start off with the Liga NOS, the Portuguese league. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, boys. Like target for this video is 20. Let's go. First, we're going to go with SL Benfica, the team I do support. It from Portugal. Obviously, my family's from Portugal. But yeah, SL Benfica. The home shirt, pretty different to last year. It's got gold. The badge is golden, like gold colour. Same with the Adidas. There was a lot of controversy about this shirt, these shirts, which I'm going to show you guys after, because it has lost the red and white, which is a classic for years. This is the first time since Benfica's existence that the home shirt doesn't have black, red and white. When it did get released, I wasn't really a fan of it. It did look like a training shirt in my opinion, but after seeing the players using it and stuff, it's just modern football shirts now. It's just changed. You can't expect it to be the same. But comment below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's right a club not to add the original club's colours in the shirt, or do you think it's time to move on and just try different stuff? Comment down below. What do you guys think? Because it's a 50-50. Some people think you need to stick with the roots. Some people think it's time to modernise and adapt to the new years that are coming along and the new style. For the home shirt, I'd give it a solid. I wouldn't say it's my favourite football shirt, Benfica football shirt by far. It's not. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Comment below. Some people love this shirt. I don't know. I like it and I don't. I feel like, yeah, it needs to have the red and white in my opinion. But yeah, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Let's move on to the away shirt, which, in my opinion, I'm not a fan. Too basic. I don't know. Not really a fan of the shirt. Same with the home shirt. This away shirt, in my opinion, is worse than the home shirt. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. But once again, it's a matter of opinions. But yeah, I don't really like this away shirt in my opinion. The best shirt in my opinion out of all the Benfica shirts that were released for the 2020-21 season is the third shirt. In my opinion, that is what we're talking about. That is a beautiful shirt. Mixture of gold there, black, white, looks good. I love the little stripes, you could say, of gold. It just looks good. The badge is gold after the Adidas is black. It just looks really attractive. Looks really good. And in my opinion, it's the best shirt out of the 3 shirts Benfica did release. So I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Comment below what you guys think. I'm definitely going to be. That's going to be the shirt I'm going to buy for this season. I think it's the first time I'm going to buy a third shirt instead of the home and away shirt. Benfica away shirts normally tend to be really good. In my opinion, it's not the best. It's still a nice looking shirt, but I feel like they could have done more work on it. But we move on. We move on to the next club, which is Santa Clara, which is a small team from the island of Azores. The home shirt, they're celebrating 100 years as well. The home shirt, it looks pretty decent. Obviously, manufacturers Kelme, which back in the day, if you know the Real Madrid kits, were really good. The home shirt, I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Looks really good. For me, the away shirt is where it's at. The away shirt looks really good. The away shirt looks unreal. I love the away shirt. Love the black on the shoulder and sleeve. Love the gold. It looks really good. Obviously, they do have a similar badge to Benfica as well. The away shirt looks really good. Their third shirt looks pretty decent as well. The away shirt, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. The away shirt is 7 out of 10. But Santa Clara kits never tend to disappoint, in my opinion. Really nice, really good looking. We move on to the next team, which is obviously FC Porto, who were champions in the 2019-20 season. By far, joint with Benfica, the biggest clubs in Portugal. Their home shirt, obviously the classic blue and white stripes. This year they changed it up a little bit with the sponsor. They put it as yellow, which some people have been causing a lot of criticism. Not really a fan of the sponsor being yellow, but once again they have to change it up to not make it the same. I'm going to give it, obviously I'm a Benfica fan, so I'm not going to be like that way. I'm just going to give them poor scores just because. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Move on to the away shirt, which for me is the worst. It's the worst shirt out of all of them. It does really look like a training shirt. It doesn't really look like a football like away shirt. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. For me, I felt like Porto and New Balance could have done better in that away shirt, especially the away shirt. They could have put more effort in it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Not the most attractive looking Porto shirts in my opinion. And after the last shirt is the third shirt. For me, the third shirts are not disappointing this season, and for me, this Porto third shirt is by far the best Porto shirt release for this season. Looks really good. The white and blue, it just matches. Looks really good. So I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. 100% we move. 100% one of the best shirts from this video. We move on. There's really nice looking shirts this season in the Portuguese league. We move on to CS Marítimo, which just beat Porto 3-2 in Porto Stadium, which was a historic result. They celebrate the 110th year, so they had to bring out something interesting. And obviously the home shirt, always a classic red and green stripes, manufactured by Nike. They don't disappoint, and Marítimo tend to keep the home shirt always the same, and they do receive a lot of criticism sometimes because there's not much of a change. But this year, despite it's sticking it to its roots, I like the fact there's the badge, the 110 years in the middle. It just looks more attractive, looks really good. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, and by far one of the best Marítimo shirts in recent times. The away shirt, I feel like it looks better when the players are using it. I don't know. I feel like Marítimo have released better away shirts in recent times. This one's decent. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. But we move on to Marítimo's neighbours, Nacional, where Cristiano Ronaldo started his professional career. Well, in the youth ranks, where he started, and after obviously Sporting went to pick him up. But let's not go off topic. Let's start off. They obviously just got promoted, newly promoted side. Nacional de Madeira. Their home shirt, simple, but I like it. I like it. Obviously, they stick with the white and black stripes, manufactured by Hummel. The badge in the middle, so it gives you that retro style, which I'll give a solid 8.5 out of 10. Not a bad looking shirt. For me, their away shirt is the best shirt out of all of them. I don't know if they're going to have a sponsor. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know if they're waiting for a sponsor, but it's keeping it simple and it does the job. Nacional de Madeira's away shirt for me is a 9 out of 10. Blue with a Hummel. It just looks simple. Even with the arrows on the shoulder, it looks really good. Their third shirt for me, kind of disappointed. I know they went for the simple, but I feel like it's too simple. And once again, it looks like a training shirt. Maybe if they had a sponsor to it, depends on the sponsor, might look any better. But I felt like they could have done a bit more for the Nacional third shirt, which I'm pretty sure they won't even use much. But still, I'll give it 6.5 out of 10. We move on to Gil Vicente, that managed to maintain their status of a Liga NOS by maintaining in the league last season. Their kits are really good. I love their badge as well. They stick it to simple, but it's always effective. It's always nice looking, and it doesn't disappoint in my opinion. Gil Vicente home shirt, it just bangs. Honestly, it just bangs. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Lacatoni don't tend to disappoint. They also got the stripes coming down, the blue and white stripes, which is really good. Their away shirt is once again doesn't disappoint. 8.5 out of 10. The blue, this is a shirt that I would happily wear. It's just unreal. It looks really good. If they add a sponsor to it, hopefully it'll be a sponsor that won't destroy it. But once again, it doesn't disappoint. We move on to Moreirense, who love their green and white. Their home shirt, once again, green and white squares around. Looks really good. Solid 9 out of 10. They are manufactured by CDT, which is not really a popular manufacturer out there, but they're trying to get their name out there. Moreirense, manufactured by them, and Moreirense's badge looks really good. But yeah, green and white, classic, doesn't disappoint. Solid 8 out of 10. But for me, Moreirense's best shirts are their away and third shirts. The away shirt, the pink, just looks unreal. It looks unreal. Some people don't really like the way squares are going, like it's going down, kind of plain. But in my opinion, it's a really solid, nice looking, decent shirt that I would happily wear. Solid 8.5 out of 10. And for me, the best shirt out of all of them is the third shirt. Look at that, the yellow and black. Whew, unreal. Give that a solid 9 out of 10. We move on to Belenenses, who don't really, they've changed their badge in recent times, but they just keep it simple. They always go blue and white. Once again, some people like to stick with the same colours type of shirt, but some people also find it boring because it's always the same shirt. It's a 50-50. It's a game of opinions here. Their home shirt, for me, it's not the best out there, but it does the job, sticks to the colours, looks pretty decent. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Me, their away shirt looks a bit better, especially if they add that sponsor, the Betway sponsor. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10, but once again, nothing too special. We move on to Vitória Guimarães, which some of you guys may know, who did play Arsenal in the Europa League and did get really unlucky. They had a decent, well, results-wise, they didn't have the best European campaign, but they made Portugal proud. They played well in every single game. So, not too bad. We move on, and they also signed Ricardo Quaresma. So, trying to get up there in the league, trying to fight for that top 3, which will be hard. But by far one of the biggest clubs in Portugal. Their home shirt, pretty plain in my opinion. Could be a bit better. I don't know if they're going to add a sponsor to it to make it a bit better. Pretty plain, but once again, it still does the job. I like the neck, the collar. Sorry, looks decent. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. For me, the away shirt is a bit better, but I felt like the 2019-20 shirts were a bit better than this season. But once again, we move on. Now, the team sensation from last season, Famalicão, who did get promoted last season and nearly managed to get a Europa League spot, have released their kits, and they're a club that are slowly growing, quickly growing, and they're trying to become the biggest as possible. They've got a few investors, but for me, their home shirts are the home shirt is really good. I feel like the sponsor matches it, just fits in perfectly. Yeah, it looks really good. They have the V collar. The away shirt for me is not the best, but for me is the best shirt out of all of them is the red third shirt. Looks really attractive. Look at that. Looks really good. Definitely wear that any day of the week. We move on to Braga, who obviously are playing in the Europa League competition. They're celebrating 100 years, I believe. Or it said Centenario shirts. So I believe it's 100 years. Their home shirt by far one of the best in recent times. Solid 9 out of 10. But for me, what stands out here is their away shirt. Look at that away shirt. That looks unreal. That looks really good. It's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, and it's the only shirt so far that's got a 10 out of 10. But that shirt so far is the best shirt I've seen from the Liga NOS, which looks really, it looks unreal. We move on to Rio Ave, which you guys might have heard of them in recent times. Obviously knocked out Besiktas in the 3rd round of the Europa League, and also just about didn't make it to the Europa League group stage after losing to Inter Milan in some crazy penalty shootout. I would highly recommend you guys go search it up after this video. Their home shirt does not disappoint. They normally go for just the normal stripes. They've changed up the design. They're still the stripes. Changed it up a little bit, but for me it looks better. Sponsored by Nike. Their home shirt, 9 out of 10. Their away shirt, I felt like they could have done a bit more. Nothing too special about it, in my opinion. Not really attractive as much, but it's a 7 out of 10. We'll move on to a club that's trying to push up. It's trying to go back to the historic days. Boavista, new investors, loads of signings this season, including Angel Gomez from Man United, which is a loan, but obviously he moved to Lille and he's on loan at Boavista and he's been unreal. But yeah, they're not disappointing. Their home shirt, classic, black and white, doesn't disappoint. Solid 8 out of 10. Their away shirt, the gold one, for me, it looks really good. For me, the away and the third shirt look the best. No, sorry, the gold one's the third shirt. The other one is the away shirt, which will pop up on the screen now. Manufactured by Kelme. Kelme are starting to get back into the game. But yeah, both of them, the away and the third shirt for me, are the best shirts from released by Boavista. Solid 8.5 out of 10, which is not too bad. We move on to Paços de Ferreira, which their kits never disappoint. Never disappoint. Yellow and green. The home shirt looks really good. Normally they would have green stripes down the side. They changed it up. They put a green stripe on top, which for me still looks really good with Joma. Let's give it a solid 8.5. Their away shirt looks pretty decent as well. Let's give it a solid 8 out of 10. Not too bad from Paços de Ferreira there, who were in the Champions League playoff a few seasons ago. We move on to Portimonense, who have changed up. If anybody could tell me their manufacturer, that would be much appreciated. We don't really rate their home shirt. I don't know. It's a mixture. I feel like the sponsor doesn't match with it and the manufacturer's logo. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I normally like the manufacturers being in the middle, like the logo being in the middle. For some reason with this one, I don't really fancy it, and I don't think the sponsor helps in the home shirt. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. But their away shirt, the orange, is unreal. It's a hidden gem in my opinion. That looks unreal. Orange, manufacturer on the side. They changed the colours a little bit of the sponsor in the middle. It just looks good with the black on the side and on the shoulder. Looks really good. Solid 9 out of 10. Their third shirt looks pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's better than the away shirt, but still, in my opinion, better than the home shirt. I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. We move on to Tondela, who normally stick with their green and yellow Liga NOS shirt. The home shirt, solid 8 out of 10. Changed it up a little bit. Doesn't look too bad. Their away shirt for me is alright. It's not too bad as well. Let's give it an 8 as well. And their third shirt for me is the best one out of the 3 shirts released. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. We move on to Farense, which is a team that got promoted this season after a long time. They're back in the first professional league in Portugal. Beautiful shirt, this one. The home shirt is unreal. Simple, but it looks unreal. I haven't seen a black and white shirt like that split in the middle in a long time with gold on the side. It looks unreal. This one is by far one of the best home shirts in my opinion. And if you see, there is a line on the side as well if you look closer. But it looks unreal. The gold, the black, the white. You just can't hate this shirt. 9.5 out of 10. On the other hand, their away shirt for me is pretty plain, not the best looking shirt. I'm going to give it a 7.5, but for me their home shirt is by far the best home shirt this season, joint with Marítimo. By far the best home shirt. We move on to Sporting Clube de Portugal, obviously well known for Ronaldo coming from there as well. We'll move on to their home shirt, which is the classic green and white stripes. Give it a solid 8 out of 10. Doesn't look too bad. For me, their away and third shirt, which has been the case for most of these teams, are better than their home shirt. In my opinion, they look better. Let's go with the away shirt, which has a line on the side, bottom side, and also has the free. It's like the claws of the line. Looks really good. Solid 9 out of 10 there. And their third shirt does not disappoint as well. Let's give us the green sponsor. Looks good. Green and white does the job. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Comment down below, what was your favourite shirt out of this video? It's been a long video. It's 20 minutes long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. By far the best shirts, in my opinion, the best home shirt of the video for me was Farense, and which pop up on the screen now, the black, white and gold. And the best away shirt is Sporting Braga. And the best third shirt, there's a few contestants here. I'll give it between Famalicão, Benfica. Yeah, Famalicão and Benfica for me are the best third shirts. Comment down below what was your favourite home shirt, away shirt and third shirt. Comment down below. And comment below if you'll be purchasing any of these to add to your collection. Make sure to go check out our store for the best football shirts out there to add to your collection. M21 Football Shirts on Depop, eBay and Instagram. Go show your support. We might be doing a giveaway soon, so make sure to go show some love there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. We're out. See ya.